Hey guys, it's Tanya from 4 Girls Jewelry. Today I was just thinking how awesome it will be if you can just be on a Zoom call all together, at least some of us, and via wrap together and share and talk to hear each other. It will be amazing. Maybe one day it will be like that. But today, again, I'm myself in my studio, and because the season coming soon for me, and I want to clean my space as always. I have tons of stuff from different projects and a lot of wires I have very small, like, so I pick the small pieces that I have. They're pretty small, so see, that's it could be different size for you guys, whatever you have. And I use my torch today. Tons of question was again about torch. That's from Home Depot, from a local hardware store. You can pick it up. You can probably order online. It's benzomatic, and the same is a head. It's a strong one. It has these numbers. Wait, so you can see it nicely. So if you want to order, this is not for the jewelry, for jewelers, I can say. It's more, maybe plumbers use that. I don't know who used it, but it's from Home Depot. I use it. I love it. And it has just one button. You screw that together to your can, and it's ready to use. It's pretty powerful. I will just turn it on. It's very strong. It's very strong. So be careful. But it does make big difference because you need power to create these little guys. So yes, these melt very quick because it's thin wire, but I also melt much thicker wire. I melt 12 gauge, 12, 14, 16, all those gauges. You can actually work with this torch. So if you planning to buy one, it's inexpensive and does work for this kind of job. It's not for soldering or anything because you need more delicate one, more pinpoint one, but this one is for me. So today I was thinking I will make some chains with these guys, but I decided that it could be maybe too dangerous to create something because it might be going in sweaters or in a fabric. Maybe it's not practical. So these guys can be more used as earrings. Earrings, it's okay. I know it's with the hair and stuff, but still, you can use stuff like that. So these leftover wires will go today in beautiful earrings. So if you decide you want to create something like me, stay with me and we can create beautiful component for your jewelry, for your earrings. First of all, I never measure anything, so you can use any leftover wire you want. Just make sure sizes what you want. You maybe want a smaller, tinier. It all can work with this. After you use your torch, you also can do the same thing without torching, just to hammer the ends and nicely file it. You can do that too. It will be cute too. So all of them I hammer because I use rubber mallet on anything that I use torch on, because it's soft and you need to work hardening your wire so it will be not soft. It will keep the shape. So you can use rubber mallet, plastic mallet, whatever you have in your studio. And then I use the normal hammer, what I want to show you where I hammer. You can see it. It's right there in the middle. Do you see it? Yes, you can see it. My hand's horrible from wire wrapping. So yeah, why I do this? Because when I make this little guy, I actually very strongly, like where the middle is, then we start wire wrapping, and I squish it so it stay there. So that component will not make you trouble to like moving from one part to the other. You know what I mean? Because you want that to be in the center, stay there. I don't like to glue anything. I just like to make sure it's securely sitting there. Okay, And I might have a trouble today with my eyes because I broke my last pair of glasses and I'm using my goggles, so they might be creating trouble for me. Okay, so let's start wire wrapping and I will show you how I do that little component. So you have your 22 gauge wire and you start it from the center. Few wraps. Try to be in the center. I'm already not in the center, but it doesn't matter. So mine will be longer, it's okay. And what I mean is when you on the surface where it's hammered, try to flatten your wires nicely there. So it will be your security so that little component will not wobble there and there. You know, it will stay there. Okay, now I want to go back to the other side. Use your force. I like to use force. And then you make sure you have equal amount of wire sticking out. Try not to wire wrap in the middle that much, like I skipping from one corner to another. And I will tell you why, because later we want to make in the middle that that little guy. Okay, so I don't think I will do much more. So just like this, and then I go to the middle. That's where we will use the middle part. We just go in the middle here, and it's okay. It's just not secure or anything right now. We needed our round nose pliers for creating perfect circle there, and we just make it first one. So you're making first one all the way around. See, that's the, yeah. And I twisted one more time around. So right there. And your wire is on top of your work. So what we do is right now we go all the way down, hugging this wire all the way down, and again on the opposite side. Don't worry about this guy later. We will nicely make it straight. So now we have the same wire going down. We use round nose pliers again. Make it another one. And just like that with the force a little bit. 1, 2. So now, so again, your wire is sitting on top of your work, and we just have this wire here. So to make sure it sits nicely, go underneath. When you started to work, you will see what I mean, because that makes sense. Okay, so now I wanted to make sure I have a front and back. So when I have front and back, or you can do it both sides the same. I like to do front different than the back. So what I do is I go around this little guy here, go back, make it like a cross. Okay, again, you can go back on the bottom, and that's up to you how many times, not a lot. So I'm like around this guy, go back. So I have on the front, I have this cross, on the back I have nothing. But you can both sides do if you wanted to. Just do it like that. And I got my wire. As always, in the middle of that little circle here. And we push that wire all the way. Where is it? Yeah. We pushed it in your work. So then This is front, this is back, this is front. And to make sure it's sitting nicely on the, will be sitting nice as the earrings, you just take on your, I will hammer here a little bit, but you take on your block and just tap it a few times slowly. You don't have to force it, but then it will stay nicely there. Again, make sure you have equal amount of these sides. And I think it's cute to make it as earrings. What do you think? I'm not sure if I want to make a chain, because I was thinking to make a chain, but I don't think I will do. So that's original. It was a piece that I want to work on. I want to make chain like from these guys, but maybe it's actually a good idea when I'm thinking now, cut even less wire and make them very small. And just why not make them very small, and you can make those, the tail like that, because I want to make tail. Then I want to put very thick wire at the end, like I use for my earrings. See, like this piece of wire that I use for my earring, I want it even thicker wire, and just end it with the tail with the thicker wire. But still didn't do anything yet, so I was debating. But today I was cleaning my garage and I found some pieces that was originally, it's like this guy I made, it was necklace. I removed the top, but I was thinking, wow, that my jewelry was totally different before. It's so heavy. It's heavy. It's a lot of wire and pearls. I think it is cute. I don't know what I was making before. It was wire. It was necklace actually, but it looks so funny now when I'm looking at the pieces, old pieces. It's just crazy how we evolve and what kind of jewelry I make before. That was my jewelry before. I was looking at the stuff and thinking, wow, I was like making very childish looking pieces. This is my wire wrapping maybe from 7 years ago, I think. Something like that. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to see how we grow as artists, and it's amazing because right now everything that I do is more delicate, and before I did this big bracelets, they were like huge and bulky. Now it's delicate and more feminine, I think. I don't know. That's my opinion. Guys, I'm so happy that we can wire wrap together, and I will see you next Tuesday with something more excited. Comment and let me know what you guys want to see more. Not that I can create on demand. Sometimes I do. Actually thinking about some rings, because season coming and rings are one of the pieces that really go fast. So maybe I will do some adjustable rings for next time. How about that? Still working on my membership thing, because I wanna do something totally different, like more elevated, and for that I probably need a little bit time. So yeah, so guys, let me know what you think, and I will see you next Tuesday. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate. Also, I appreciate all those who sign up on my Facebook, because you can guys see more of my images, I think, from whatever what inspired me. Yeah, thank you guys. I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.